Hi, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful, beautiful day today. And I am. And I would like to talk to you today about releasing ego attachments and unconditional love. Yeah, there's kind of a lot that I want to talk about today, but I'm gonna kind of wrangle it into that sphere, if as best I can. So over the past couple of days, I've been really low energy, needed a lot of care, a lot of help, a lot of rest, and regrouping time for seemingly no reason. Just needed it emotionally. And usually when something like that happens, it's kind of like providing a runway for this last minute, really intense landing of some big epiphany in my life, and I really should kind of just expect that by now, and that's totally what happened to me last night. I was able to kind of move into a different realm of thinking as far as my ego attachments go, and it's really exciting actually. And last night when I was talking to my boyfriend, I was like, do you think that all these spiritual practices, all these religions, like meditation and mindfulness, and all of these systems that we have, like we have exact systems and exercises. I was like, do you think that those just exist because nobody would believe that it's as easy, or as simple, I should say, not easy, as basic and as simple as just loving everybody and loving yourself and everybody every moment? I kind of feel like a lot of the other stuff, we think we need more. We think we need this mental stimulation. We think that our ego needs something to play like a Rubik's Cube to solve, while really what's going on is we're learning how to love in all of these different ways, in all of these different, like through these different channels, but it's all learning to love and learning to open up. And that's really how I'm feeling right now. My relationship to my ego and my ego attachments have really changed a lot. And I mean, within this past 6 months especially, I started taking a meditation class, I don't even know how long ago, within the last 8 months for sure. And since then my life has changed drastically. But for a very long time, I was looking for the right answer to kind of swoop in and save me. And I latched onto meditation as that as well. I started thinking everybody should be meditating. It was the greatest thing ever. And in reality, I was having a very difficult time meditating. I wasn't really doing it that much. I was thinking about it more than I was doing it. And I reached this point at the end of a meditation class where you could sign up to get initiated into like a further level and receive a mantra and blah blah blah, etc. And you have to sign this form, and to do it, it just kind of didn't feel right to me. And there was nothing wrong with doing that. There absolutely wasn't. It was just what I was putting into that was that I wanted the right answer. I wanted this ping, like it's gonna solve everything. Moment. I wanted a system that I could follow exactly to a T that would fix everything. And I was once again being gently brought back to the fact that I needed to learn to trust myself. I needed to learn to trust my intuition. That all of these fantastic spiritual systems are guidelines. They are all things that I get to try, experiment with, and choose to put in my spiritual toolbox. And if something doesn't resonate with me, I don't need to do it. Now, I had kind of an ego breakdown of sorts, like a really intense one, when I realized that I had been so fixated on figuring it out. I had been so fixated on analyzing things and doing research and looking into it, into the mental stimulation aspect. I really liked playing with my Rubik's Cubes a lot. And I had this realization that underneath it all, it was just about love. It was about loving myself. You know, I was really deep into working on healing myself, on healing my acne, my digestion, a number of other things. Those things aren't healed. Those things aren't cured, I guess I would say. It doesn't mean I don't have any issues with them, but I feel, honestly, I feel like 500% better than I used to. I feel like I'm listening to my body. I'm learning to really tune into myself, and life is changing dramatically because of it. And the other day I was kind of checking in with my body and kind of seeing, okay, well, in the past, I know that I had attachments to my acne, to my digestion, to any of those things, to feeling, under low energy, all of those things, any of the ailments. It's worth looking into. Okay, do I have an attachment to those things? What is that doing for me? Why is it in my life? Why is it even there? And in the past, a lot of it was there because I couldn't trust myself, and also because I needed something to figure out. I needed to be constantly researching various ways of how to cure myself. It was all really mental, and it was not until I released that the real healing began. And I don't regret any of the time I spent researching, but it's just that it's like, that was maybe the root, and now I really got into the root of the root. Deep down there, deep healing. Well, last night I was checking in with myself about those symptoms and about those issues in my life, and I realized that a part of me was holding on to a degree. Like I was like, okay, I feel like I'm ready to be 100% healthy, but some part of me was scared. Some part of me was really holding on to having like mild acne or to having mild digestive issues, feeling mostly really good, but then not really 100% ready to like let it shine. And I realized that part of me has been holding myself back because I've been scared of my ego just going wild, just going crazy. And I read my horoscope yesterday, and it was all about connecting with other people. It was saying, if you get caught up in an ego trip, it's just not at all compatible with what you're meant to be doing right now. If you connect with others and bring it down to that level, that's what it's all about. And I mean, it could not have been more spot on for everything I was thinking about. I'm so passionate about spirituality, about being a more open, loving, expansive person. And I know that to some people this just sounds like a hippie stereotype, but it's worth looking at me and what I'm doing, not from an egotistic perspective, but because I was so unhappy for so long in my life. I mean, I really was, and I feel so happy. I feel like unbounded joy that I want to share with everybody. And none of it has to do with me saying, buy these products or do this or that, or I have the answers, because I don't have the answers. I don't have anything to sell you. I'm just learning to be happy, and I just want to share that with you. I want to share that with everybody, and I'm really working on that. And that's the part that I'm connecting with, is that I've been holding myself back, afraid that, if I didn't have these issues, then, would my ego go nuts? Would I just start being power hungry? And anytime, somebody complimented me, I'd be like, thanks, I know, I'm the best ever, I'm better than you. Well, I don't think that knowing that you're awesome, that you rock, is bad. I think that when you make it into a value system of saying, well, therefore, I'm better than you, or I'm worse than you, or any of those weird values that start getting into that. So, I know this is a long one. Thanks for hanging in there with me if you have. Mostly I just wanted to say that things are really shifting all of the time. And I'm so excited. I'm so passionate. I'm so ready. And in my last video, I think I even said like, oh, I'm not really like a woo-woo, like psychic person. And I think I was just trying to be relatable when I did that. But I just want you to know, that I pretty much am one of those people. I'm normal, I guess, whatever that means, but I'm also that. I'm also out there. I'm also excited to hear new perspectives. I don't want to shut anything out of my life. Anything that comes in, yeah, you know what? I don't feel tethered to any belief system, but I'm willing to entertain a million different wild and crazy realities where we could talk to dolphins and where there are fairies and, where, I mean, who knows, dude? Seriously, I have no interest in shutting ideas out. I am all about openness. And that's what I want to leave you with. I want to leave you with openness and love. And knowing that we're all going through really similar things right now. And it's such a good time to connect. So I'm sending my absolute love out to you and to the universe. I hope you can be gentle with yourself, be joyous and loving, and that you can see that any of ego attachments you might have right now, it is possible to let them go, and it's possible to go beyond that. And I want to invite you to do that with me in this journey. I'm working on it. I have not done it. I'm not perfect. I'm imperfect and loving it. So have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day.